Hello and welcome to this EFT tapping session focused on breaking the spell of self-loathing. This tap along is designed to help you break free from the cycle of self-loathing, self-hatred, and begin to cultivate a sense of compassion for yourself. So you want to find a quiet space where you can relax and focus on your inner self, your thoughts, and how you're doing. And use both hands, so no driving. And remember to breathe deeply and slowly throughout. I'll be cueing you a lot to breathe. That helps move energy. And tapping is about gently tapping on different acupressure points on the body, which I will show you to release our emotional blockages. So let's begin. So even if this is your first time doing EFT tapping, no worries, just follow along with me. I will guide you the whole way. You can jump right in, do this on the fly, or if you'd like to create some ritual space first, create an altar for this theme of self-hatred or turning it around to self-love, self-appreciation maybe. Then take your time, make that. You might want, if you are creating sacred space, you might want some rose quartz. I have some rose quartz here. Rose quartz is calming, but also supports care and compassion and love for ourselves. So you can have, calming music in the background, anything that might help you create a peaceful place. And you can sit up, you can lay down. Once you know the tapping points, you don't have to watch me, you can just listen. And we'll be doing this call and response style. So first, I want to get a baseline. When you are thinking about how much self-hatred you have, how much disgust you have for yourself, how intense does that feel? 0 means nothing. 10 is I'm completely disgusted and consumed in self-hatred. So pick a number. Excellent. First number that pops in your head is perfect. And now we're going to rub the sore spots. So that's in the upper chest, kind of inner shoulder area. You can kind of feel around where it might feel a little sore. And just very slowly, gently, you don't have to really dig in. And we'll take 3 deep breaths. So inhale through the nose, sigh it out the mouth. Good, 2 more just like that. Deep breath in, sigh it out. Once more, inhale nose, exhale, sigh it out. Beautiful. And as you're rubbing these sore spots, I want you to tune in and notice where the feeling of self-hatred, self-loathing lives in your body. Might feel like a heaviness in the chest, a dull ache in the heart, a lump in the throat, or anything else. Just tune into your body, see where it feels to be living for you. And you might also notice that, hey, I just feel numb. I don't feel anything. And that's important to notice as well and acknowledge. Go ahead. So let's pause. And I want you to really lean into your chair, your couch, whatever you're sitting or laying down on. Feel that support beneath you, behind you. Feel the floor beneath your feet. And you may even want to imagine all of your ancestors, all of your spirit guides, your spirit squad, whatever you call them, your people, with you, behind you, surrounding you, holding you. You're not alone. Okay. And now we're going to gently start tapping on what's called the karate chop area of the hand. And it doesn't matter which hand you start with, you can change at any time. And you're going to tap and repeat after me and change any phrases that need to be changed to make more sense for your situation. Okay? And so we begin with the first statement. Even though I feel this intense self-loathing or self-hatred, that's a little easier to say. and I have a ton of negative thoughts about myself, I am curious about the idea of accepting myself exactly as I am. Yeah. Deep breath in, sigh it out. Even though I carry this heavy burden of self-criticism with a long list of all the mistakes I've made in life, I choose to open my heart to self-compassion and understanding. Okay, deep breath in, sigh it out. Still tapping on the karate chop area. Even though I don't always like myself, I am willing to entertain the radical idea of loving and accepting myself unconditionally anyways. Okay. Again, change the words to make it true for you. All right, let's go to the eyebrow point. Now, this is the beginning of your eyebrows. You can use one side or the other or both. I like both. Deep breath in. Sigh it out. All of this self-hatred inside of me. Side of the eye, on the temples. All of these negative thoughts about myself. Okay, we're just tuning into what's there. I'm breathing. Our first few points will be about naming the horrible feelings inside, not to reinforce them, but to set them free by acknowledging them and bringing them to our conscious awareness. Okay, so stay with me. You can do this. We'll go under the eye. It's the bottom of the eye socket here, very gently. This feeling of unworthiness. Under the nose, above the lip. I hate the way I feel about myself. On the chin, right in the middle there. This constant self-criticism. We're just dialing into it. Okay. Collarbone point. Find your collarbones, move out about an inch towards your shoulders, and then you can use all the fingers here. This heavy weight on my chest, or wherever you feel it, whatever you noticed at the beginning, where you feel the self-hatred in your body, name it right now. Describe it. This blank in my body. Okay. Good, and then we're going to tap all over the upper chest. I am unlovable. Or you can say a part of me has decided that I am unlovable. Keep breathing. Good. Front of the ribs. I'm not good enough. I've made way too many mistakes. Under the arms, you can tap like this. You can do one at a time. You can get both at the same time, whatever's most comfortable for you. Nobody loves me. Nobody loves me. Keep breathing. I know this is hard. We're almost done with the hard part. Good. Let's move to the wrist, right in the wrist crease here. You can use all the fingers and tap both at the same time if you want to. Sometimes I feel that I don't matter at all. And we're going to work with the hand now. So coming to the top side edge of your thumbnail. It's on the skin, but the top side edge of the nail. Okay, tapping. The self-hatred, I'm consumed with it. Maybe even more than I realized now that we're bringing it up, right? Yeah. Index finger, same place, top side edge of the nail. This inner critic of mine, whoo, it's a doozy. It's mean. Middle finger, same place. I'm never going to be good enough. The ring finger is the only one that's different. We use the bottom side edge of the nail. I'm always screwing up. Back to the top side edge of the pinky finger. I make mistakes all the time. Okay. Karate chop area. I have this deep-seated sense of self-loathing, self-hatred. Okay, let's go to the top of the head and take a deep breath. Sigh it out. I know this feels horrible to name it all and probably feels a little powerless. So let's shift our focus. Thank you for staying with me. Let's shift our focus and take back your power. Okay, tapping around the back of the head, the side of the head. And I want you to close your eyes if you like, or take a soft gaze. And imagine your inner critic standing before you, just still gently tapping all around your head. What does your inner critic look like? Good. Now look to your right as your inner compassionate self emerges from the shadows. What do they look like? Keep tapping and breathing. You can describe them out loud or just witness them in your mind's eye. See them standing side by side in front of you now. And tell your inner critic, it's time for you to go on a vacation. Until further notice, you're on vacation. You've been working overtime for way too long. And your work's not even that good. Because I feel like crap. Okay? Now turn to your inner compassionate self and tell them, you're now in charge of my self-talk. Okay? They've been bored. They've been tapping their feet, waiting for their turn to be in charge. And well, now it's their time to shine. Okay? So you can watch your inner critic pack their bags, leave, and bring your inner compassionate self into the rest of this tap. Beautiful. You can shake out the hands. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. And back to the eyebrow point. It's the beginning of the eyebrows. I'm releasing the self-hatred. What if that were possible? What if I could do that right now in this moment? Just poof, let go of all that self-hatred, self-loathing, all the disgust I've had with myself. Just allow yourself to contemplate that being possible. Okay. Just tapping on the side of the eye, and your temples. Okay. Choosing to be kinder to myself. Yeah, I get to choose that at any moment. Even if I was just mean to myself, I can correct it with kindness. Under the eye, opening myself up to self-acceptance. I'm in charge of that too. Under the nose. Being willing to let go of the negativity, like all the negative self-talk. Why is that here again? Right? Who decided I have to constantly beat myself up? Seriously, who decided that? Doesn't matter, because I'm choosing differently now. I'm choosing differently for myself. Let's go to the chin. Releasing this constant stream of self-criticism. I can do that too. I don't have to do that to myself. In fact, I love that we're tapping on our chin at this point. Think about it. Is being super critical of myself actually creating a better life for myself? Yeah. Is it helping me reach my goals? Probably not, right? Time for a new strategy. All right, collarbone. It's letting go of this heavy weight of self-hatred. Letting go of this feeling in my body, wherever you felt the self-hatred living. Letting the feeling of blank in my body just dissipate. What if that were possible? Whole upper chest now. Here's some new beliefs to try on. I am lovable because I'm willing to love myself. That makes me lovable. Front of the ribs. I am good enough. And I get to decide that about myself. Under the arms. This world is actually full of positive possibilities for me. And I just didn't see it before. Wrist point. I matter. I matter a lot. I matter to me. And I bet you there's other people or beings, like maybe your pets or your plants, that you matter to as well. Okay. Thumb point. Let's use the other hand. Top side edge of the thumb. I'm choosing to try on self-love. Or I'm open to considering maybe trying on self-love, if that's easier to say. Okay. Index finger. I'm quieting my inner critic. It's on vacation now. It's been trying to help me in this really perverted manner that just not working. Middle finger. So I'm turning down the volume of my inner critic's voice. You can even turn that down. And then I'm turning up the volume on the voice of my inner compassionate self. Okay. Bottom of the ring finger. I forgive myself for my past mistakes. We all make mistakes. That's part of being human. And perfectionism, by the way, is an illusion. Friendly reminder. All right, back to the top side edge of the pinky finger. I'm learning and growing from my mistakes, and that's valuable. Karate chop. Let's breathe. Deep breath in, sigh it out. I'm releasing the past and moving forward. Okay. Back to the top of the head, side of the head, behind the ears, back of the head. Let's do another deep breath in. Sigh it out. Good. So let's shift again and do a little cleanup and reorganizing inside. And so imagine from the perspective of your inner compassionate self, consider the negative narratives that you've been running, all the negative stories about yourself that you've been telling yourself. Are they really true? Is there perhaps another way to look at the situation? Yeah. Just tap and breathe and ponder that for a moment. Maybe, what if all the negative thoughts about myself, all the negative stories I've been telling myself to myself about myself, maybe they're not based in reality. Or maybe they're a little extreme. Okay. Big breath in. Sigh it out. Shake out the hands. All right. Back to the eyebrow point. I question these judgments about myself. Side of the eye. It is possible that they're not completely true. And actually, well, let's think about maybe even name for the stories, the negative stories you've been telling about yourself. Is there anything that comes to mind immediately that proves that some of the things you've been thinking about yourself is not true? Let's name it right now. Okay. Good. Under the eye. I am willing to see myself differently. Under the nose. I choose to be kind to myself. On the chin. In fact, I'm ready to release all those false narratives I've been carrying around about myself. Collarbone. Why not let go of limiting beliefs while we're at it? All those beliefs of I can't, or I'm not enough, or I'm too much, or all the beliefs that limit who you are in a negative way. Maybe I can let those go. Let's go to the whole upper chest. I deserve to be loved. Big breath in. Sigh it out. Front of the ribs. I am worthy of a beautiful life, no matter my past. Under the arms. There's hope for me and my future. Wrist point. I believe in myself. Thumb point. I'm practicing self-compassion, maybe a little bit more each day. Index finger. I'm learning to love myself. Middle finger. I'm growing stronger every single day. Bottom of the ring finger. I accept myself, flaws and all. Top of the pinky finger. I am enough. I am enough. Karate chop. I choose to see myself with kindness and compassion. Top of the head. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. And let's affirm. I am worthy of a beautiful life. I am worthy of love, happiness, and success. Yes. State your name. I am worthy of. What do you want to claim right now? Say it out loud. Okay. Anything else you want to affirm, say it right now. Yes. Yes. With my inner critic on vacation and my inner compassionate self in charge, life is going to get good. And so it is. Let's pause our tapping, bring your hands to the heart. Take a deep breath in, sigh it out. Beautiful work, my friends. So let's tune into that number you gave in the beginning for how much self-hatred you have. What is that number now? It's probably different. If you need to keep tapping, feel free. You can start this over again. If you feel complete for now, drink some water, maybe do some journaling, anything that feels nurturing and nourishing to yourself. Be very kind to yourself. You might be a little raw. So be very gentle with yourself. The tapping, this is a tool to support you in your journey forward towards self-acceptance and kindness to yourself, love for yourself. So use it regularly, adjust it to fit your specific needs and circumstances, and just keep taking every moment you can to practice self-compassion and challenge those negative thoughts, okay? Be patient with yourself, celebrate every small step. No, I am celebrating with you, and thank you so much for taking this time for yourself. Thank you so much for joining me. So take care, and until the next time, be kind to yourself.